Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast, number 1780, Recovery. So today I was supposed to be in San Diego celebrating my youngest grandson's first birthday, but due to a migraine yesterday, we didn't make it to San Diego. So today was just recovery, recuperating from yesterday. And basically I just spent the day sleeping and reading and hydrating. I find the rare times I do get migraines, I find that a lot of the times it is due to heat and lack of hydration. So this is just straight water, but I've been sucking on that and also on electrolytes as well. And had a really good night's sleep last night and woke up this morning feeling so much better. Still a little lingering there, but we're able to go out for a walk and come back, and the walk was nice and easy this morning. It was still in the 70s. I know when you're going out for a walk and it's in the 80s and the 90s in the morning, yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. But what was really funny is I had an Amazon gift card. And so I went on there and I got a book, which I started reading a couple of hours, about an hour ago, I think it was. Yeah, about 5 o'clock. Called The Housemaid. I've heard about it so much. Suddenly on TikTok, I don't know why, but suddenly on TikTok, I am seeing all of these people that review books, that read books and review them. And I'm like, well, I like to read. What books are they recommending? You know, what ones they've got things like, these are the ones that are hyped and in my opinion shouldn't be as hyped as they are. These are the ones that have the right amount of hype, and these are the ones that are not being hyped, that should be hyped. And this is in their own opinions. And so, but the Housemaid came up in like all of these, and I'm like, let me go and have a look. And so I got on Amazon, and it was down to like $6 for the paperback, cheaper than the Kindle version. And so I grabbed that, but I also thought, there's a couple of grocery items that I need. I wonder if they have them on Amazon. And I went there. Yep, they did. Prices comparable with the supermarket. One of them required refrigeration, and I thought, well, this will be interesting. But I got them delivered between 6 and 8 a.m. this morning. Sorry, 4 and 8 a.m. this morning. And so when I woke up at 5 o'clock, I was like, let me go see if there's anything at the door. And sure enough, the refrigerated stuff was at the door. So I brought it inside. I opened it up. It is a brown paper bag. It was double lined. It was 2 bags, one inside the other, but both bags had silver linings on them. And then when I opened it up, inside was my product, surrounded by 6 frozen bottles of Amazon Prime. Is it purified water? Purified water. That's what it had on the thing. I just had a basic label that said Amazon purified water. And I'm like, okay. And there was 6 frozen bottles of water in there. And I thought, that is a very unique way to do the ice packs. Give away bottles of water. So now I'm not sure if I'm actually going to keep them or not, but they're sitting in the refrigerator anyway, defrosting, but because they were like completely frozen. So I thought, but that was a very unique way to keep stuff cold. Just throw some frozen bottles of water into these bags that had the silver lining in them to help keep them cold and everything else. And my stuff was at a good temperature. And the reason I got between 4 and 8 in the morning, because I knew it wouldn't get any more than like 80 degrees outside. And I figured, well, if we go for a walk, they'll be sitting there at the most, 20 to 30 minutes. We'll be back in plenty of time to bring it inside. But it was all there before we left for our walk this morning. So that was awesome. But yeah, so I've just had a day just quietly snoozing, reading, just on and off all day. And I'm surprised at how much I actually slept today. I fell asleep on the couch, and I just stayed on the couch this morning today. And Zeffie would come in and out of the room and check on me. And at one point she wanted to go and sit out. She wanted to go outside for a bit. So we went outside. It was probably around 93 degrees when she decided to do that. What does she do? Because of the angle of the sun in the summertime, some of our back porch area, which is on the north side of the house and it is covered, gets an angle of sun across the corner of it. She goes and lays in the sun. And I'm like, okay. So I go and sit in my chair, put my feet up on the footstool, and I'm like, I'm just going to sit here and chill until it gets too hot. When it started getting too hot, I said to Ziffy, that's it, we're going inside. And we were out there probably about 10, 15 minutes. But there's something about her and sunshine, because when she's been laying out in the sun, she comes in and I call it her sunshine. She smells like sunshine. It's whatever shampoo they've used on her is enhanced once she's in the sun. It's like the smell from it is heat generated from the sun. And she comes in, and I just tell her that she smells like sunshine. And it's just nice just to hug her and stick your nose in her fur and just smell the sunshine that she's been laying in. So yes, that's what, yeah. So then she'd disappear, and I go like, where are you gone? And she'd come in here and lay in here thinking I was coming in here because the curtain, the blinds were open for her, because I know that she likes to come in here and she can lay on that chair and look out the window and see what's going on, or go and sit in front of the window and just peer out there and see what's going on, or put her front paws up on the windowsill and have a look and see what's going on. But that's her view spot. That's her open window spot. And then she'd just come in and check on me. She'd get up on the couch next to me and just lay there and sleep. And there's a couple of times she wanted to play. I says, well, go get me a toy. And she would. So we played for a little bit as well. But it was just a nice, very, very quiet. I haven't had a day where I've basically slept most of it. Well, yesterday was a lot of sleeping because of the migraine. But this was just a relaxing day. Yes, I had all my oils out. I was diffusing oils. I was anything that would help with the migraine. I got out my trusty phone. I pulled up my little app that I have in here. Where is it? I'm on the wrong screen. That's why. Health. The ME Plus book, and I can type in here. Get something wrong with it, an infection, whatever. Let's see, migraine. Migraines. It says peppermint and basil are your number 2 as your top oils, or past tense, rescuer, and deep blue are the blends. Yeah, but you can dilute, apply 1 to 2 drops to the temple, the back of the neck and forehead, and diffuse into the air. So that's basically, I just put it in the diffuser, and the house smells nice and fresh and all that good stuff. Actually, I always wanted to know, have they put that in there yet? No, they haven't. Okay. So, yeah, so I just had that diffusing, had it on the back of my neck mainly, because that's where I find it works. If I put it up on my temples, it somehow ends up in my eyes. I don't know. So I avoid the temples and I avoid the forehead simply because I know that it will end up there. But I do have my peppermint beadlets, which are not in here. They're actually out in the room there, where I just pop a couple of those. I wait for the casing to dissolve, and then it's just drops of peppermint oil in these little beadlets, and you can either swallow them or wait for them to dissolve in your mouth. And when they do, you just start taking these inhales of deep breaths, and discovered that my right sinus was very blocked up, which could probably explain why my right ear was playing up a little bit. So took care of that. But yeah, so feeling a lot better now than I was, definitely than I was yesterday, and better than when I woke up this morning. So yeah, it's been a nice relaxing day. So tonight, I didn't watch any movies last night. We just kept it nice and quiet. Read for a little bit. So tonight we're going to be watching Guess Who's Coming to Dinner with Spencer Tracy, Sidney Poitier, Katharine Hepburn. And this is, I think I have seen this movie before. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure if it's trailers that I've seen or if it's the actual movies that I've seen, the actual movie that I've seen. So I'm curious to watch tonight to see what it's all about. But the movie came out in 1967, and Sidney Poitier and Katharine Hepburn play characters that, Catherine Houghton plays Joey, and Joey is the girl who comes back from a trip to Hawaii engaged to Sidney Poitier, or John Prentice is his character. So very good storyline. And you've got Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy plays Joey's parents. Roy Glenn and Isabel Sanford play Sidney Poitier's parents. And it's just a really good movie. 1967 this came out. And it's about a couple's attitudes that are challenged when their daughter introduces them to her African-American fiance, is basically the single line thing they've got on IMDb for this. But what was interesting about this, which I did not know, is I like reading through some of the trivia, the goofs, the quotes, that sort of thing that they have in there. But there's a couple of pieces in the trivia that I found very, very interesting. And it's got here that Katharine Hepburn had to use her salary as backing in order to make this movie because Spencer Tracy was so ill that the studio didn't think he would make it to the end of the picture. They didn't want to insure an actor who could possibly die in the middle of production, but she refused to do the movie without him. He died 17 days after he finished filming his scenes. So this movie, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, is Spencer Tracy's last movie that he ever filmed. It took a week to shoot the final scene that he did, and he was given a standing ovation by the crew, and he died 17 days after filming was completed. They also said that the movie was still, this one I thought was interesting as well, the movie was still showing in theaters at the time Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. There is a line in the movie where Joey, played by Katherine Houghton, tells the maid another person is coming to dinner, to which Tilly, played by Isabel Sanford, the maid, guesses the Reverend Martin Luther King. When King was murdered, the studio immediately called the theaters showing the film and gave instructions to cut the scene. So if you didn't see that scene in the movie, that is why. And they actually also used 2 scripts, one with Spencer Tracy in it, one without him in it, because they weren't sure whether or not he would survive the filming of the movie. So there's some interesting trivia around this movie, and of course the time that it was, it's a very interesting topic to be brought up in 1967. So hang on, oh, that's Tilly. Hang on, where's Mrs. Prentice? Oh, B. Richards plays Mrs. Prentice, which is Sidney Poitier's mother. Sorry, should have read the character names. But I think I may have seen this before. I'm just not 100% sure. I know I've definitely seen trailers of it, so I'm really looking forward to watching Guess Who's Coming to Dinner Tonight from 1967. It just makes the cutoff, because 1969 is our cutoff for classic movies, anything that was released in 1969 or prior. So it's going to be an interesting movie to watch. I'm looking forward to it. If you have seen the movie, please put in the comments if you have seen it. What do you think about the movie? What are some of your favorite scenes in the movie? And, that sort of, I want to know the favorites. Okay, we're not here to dissect the politics of the movie. I just want to see a really good movie. It's a romance, and that's what I want to see. So I'm of the opinion you love who you love, and nobody should judge you because of who you love. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So you love who you love, and there's, why argue? Your opinion is not going to matter in that couple's relationship. You either support them or you don't. And that's as simple as that. And but I'm the opinion that everybody has somebody out there to love, and their true love is out there. And until they find that true love, we don't know who that's going to be. And, you get some interesting relationships that come out of that. But, if the people are in love, they're in love. Leave them be. Leave them be. Anyway, with that, please let us know if you've seen Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. We're going to be watching that tonight. It is an hour and 48 minutes. So, I'm looking forward to watching that. It says it's got a little bit of comedy, a little bit of drama in it. So, I'm very much looking forward to this movie. I want to watch it to see if I've actually seen it or if it's just the trailers that I've seen. Because once I start watching a movie, if I've seen it before, I'm pretty sure within the first few minutes that it's something I've seen before. And if I'm like still hesitating, then it's probably something I've seen the trailers for. So I'm very much looking forward to watching Guess Who's Coming to Dinner Tonight. So with that, go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening. We're going to be waiting at least an hour before we go for a walk. She's going to be ready to go as soon as I hit the off button. She is going to be ready to go as soon as I get up from the desk. So I'm going to sit here. I haven't been on the computer all day today, so I'm going to sit here. I've got a couple of things I just want to look up, so I'm going to go look those up. And then get ready for our WALK in about an hour. Brendan will be a little cooler. Yeah, it was a very hot day again today. I think we're dropping to 104 tomorrow. I think we were like 109. It's currently 108. For those back in New Zealand, that's 40 degrees Celsius. 108 was our highest today. So we're still at the high. I might get it down to 106. It'll still be around 40 degrees Celsius, maybe 39.5. But anyway, with that, we're out of here. Go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening and to give you the review of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner that we are watching this evening. Hey, Conera.